And they got a brouhaha on the floor. And fists are flying at the other end. Here we go. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Oh, Kobe. And now a fight breaks out between Kobe Bryant and Chris Childs.
Fires another one. Barkley and Lambeer.
Nobody really cares about him. He's a loser.
Wow, and look at this. Whoa. And B going at it with Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay, so if we're being honest, who doesn't love a good NBA fight, right? I know, right now it's kind of a hold me back type of culture, but when the intensity of a 48-minute game boils over, tempers flare, and we get to see who actually is kind of about that, but why am I the one that's telling you this when I can tag in one of the best to ever do it? That's right. The Miz, the reoccurring NBA Today guest, is in studio ahead of hosting SummerSlam. It's always good to see you, my friend.
It is very, very good to see you as well. It's good to be here. I'm excited to talk NBA, WWE, SummerSlam in Cleveland. Let's do it all.
Oh, and you mentioned Cleveland. The Paris Olympic Games are going on right now, but why is Cleveland the place to be?
Well, it's my hometown. And I will be hosting SummerSlam this Saturday.
Okay.
It's going to be absolutely pandemonium. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be incredible. And I think people are going to really enjoy the show.
Pandemonium, incredible. Those all seem to be synonyms for awesome.
I agree. It is my catchphrase.
It is going
to be. It is my catchphrase.
It is going to be that. But when we think about the NBA, when we think about summer, kind of one of the first things that comes to mind, at least for me, is this famous, maybe infamous showdown that we had. You have Dennis Rodman, Hulk Hogan, Karl Malone, Diamond Dallas Page back in 1998. By the way, this was like less than a month after the NBA Finals, which is absolutely insane. I can't imagine seeing this now. But it did get me thinking, Mr. Miz, the top 5 NBA players that could be WWE superstars. It feels like time for a big list. Starting at number 5, who do you think?
All right, number 5 is going to be Tyrese Halliburton. Why? Because after defeating the Knicks in the playoffs, he goes to Madison Square Garden and literally calls out Jalen Brunson. I mean, that is what it's all about right there. That's what people wanted to see. And let me tell you something. The guy got booed out of the building at Madison Square Garden. Number 4 is LeBron James.
Oh.
He is my GOAT, greatest of all time. Why, you may ask? Because he brought Cleveland a championship. He said, yo, I'm going to get you a championship, and I got you a championship. And he's going to bring home the gold for the Team USA. This time in Paris. Now, number 3, Draymond Green. Whether it is on his podcast or on the court, he is always creating controversy that you want to hear, that you want to see, and he's always entertaining. Gotta love it.
All right,
Let's
so if
move
Draymond's
on.
coming at number 3, I'm very curious.
Michael Jordan. Everybody else's seem to be GOAT. I mean, when this guy is in the court, I would love to see him in the ring against my GOAT, LeBron, to see who really is the greatest of all time. Is it MJ? Is it LeBron? We can only tell in a WWE ring. Number 1. Sir Charles, baby.
Whoa.
In his heyday, there was no one better, no one more outspoken. I loved watching Charles Barkley. He was the original bad boy before being a bad boy was cool.
Well, and I hear if Charles is coming in at number 1, usually, so we do a list with Big Perk, top 5. But for you, we made a special exception. I hear there's a bonus for this?
There is a bonus. He is definitely my bonus. It is Mark Price. Why? Because he's a Cleveland Cavalier. He made being in Cleveland cool. Like whenever he would go out there, he was lights out, nonstop, all day, every day. Hit a 3-pointer like Mark Price.
There you go. 5 wasn't enough, so I know we're going to be getting a call from Big Perk any minute with his notes on your list. But
NBA,